What's going on, everybody? Unknown Soldier, Thunder, thanks for letting me be here again, big homie, on TSG community. I hope you guys are staying safe. Appreciate you stopping by. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to say this at the beginning. If you like the content, guys, come by and subscribe to the channel. Help a brother out. Leave a like. Make sure to turn on notifications, all that good stuff. And make sure that you go check out everything that Thunder does. Like I said, I'll say it a million times. He does a lot for the community, guys. One of the good guys out here, so go support Thunder any way you can. Now, I'm not going to talk about weapons today. I'm not going to talk about Cold War trailers and the things that I saw. I'm not going to talk about, the maps or the kill streaks, score streaks, the perks. I'm not going to talk about any of that today, guys. I'm going to talk about one thing that Treyarch does better than any other COD developer, and it really makes an impact on their games. And we're going to start out talking about campaign. So let's get into character development. Just go ahead and just put your movie hat on, your favorite book hat. Just think about characters. Think about characters that you like. Think about your favorite superheroes, your favorite comic book character, your favorite movie character, your favorite character in a book, a comic book, just anything. Treyarch does an amazing job in developing just amazing dynamic characters. Alright? And I'm going to put this to the test, and I'm going to show you exactly where I'm going with this. So just stick with me. I know what I'm doing here. Let's just talk about some of the characters that you can recall off the top of your head without cheating, looking it up on Google and whatever, or putting the game back in and playing. Let's just think about some of the past Call of Duties and the characters that we have in those games. And when you get to Treyarch games, you see that, man, these characters are amazing. We remember them. We want them in our game. We want to be part of their lives. We want to know more about their backstory. And just all that. Treyarch does such a good job storytelling. So let's start with the original, Modern Warfare 2007. Can you name more than 2 characters from that game? I can, right off the top of my head. Captain Price, Soap McTavish, and Ghost. Boom. Can you name more? Yeah, I can. Zakhaev and Nikolai. Alright? So that's like 5 good characters right there. And if you think about it, those characters go throughout the trilogy, and you can recall them, and they mean something to you. You get vested with that character. You go through what they go through. Alright? So we'll come back to Price and all those guys here in a minute. So that's Modern Warfare 2007. What about World at War? Can you think of more than 2 characters from that? I can. Reznov and Sergeant Roebuck. Now, if you don't know who Sergeant Roebuck was, he was one of the main characters, and his voice actor was Kiefer Sutherland. Amazing voice actor. And then we have Reznov, who's probably one of the top 5 most important characters in the Treyarch just history, or the Treyarch universe. Okay? So right there, I can name more than 2. Alright, let's get into Modern Warfare 2. Can you name more than 2? Of course you can. Soap, Nikolai, Captain Price, Shepard, Ghost. I mean, you can name a lot. Makarov. That's why that game was so good, because you wanted to know what the characters were doing. You liked the characters. You wanted to know everything that you could about them. You wanted the story to keep going. Yeah, that is one campaign, Modern Warfare 2. I wish that campaign was still going. It was so good. The campaign was amazing. Alright, so after Modern Warfare 2, what do we get? Black Ops. Can you name more than 3 characters from that game? That's my favorite campaign. That's my favorite character set in the Call of Duty universe. You got Woods, Mason, Bowman, Hudson, Reznov. I mean, we had John F. Kennedy in it, but think about the big 4. Alright, Bowman dies, and now we're left with the big 3. And guess what? We're going back to the big 3. Yo, I know a lot of these basketball teams and football teams, they got their big 3. Well, Treyarch's big 3 is Hudson, Woods, and Mason. And you know what? When we get to COD Cold War here in a minute, there might be a surprise cameo. So that's who we got for Black Ops 1. What about Modern Warfare 3? Yo, the same old guys. Price, Soap, Nikolai, Yuri, Makarov. I mean, I can just name these characters without thinking. I remember what they sounded like in the game. I remember playing them. I remember killing Makarov with Captain Price and strangling him and busting through the roof. It was amazing. It was epic. Alright, and then we start getting into, well, after Black Ops 2. But after Black Ops 2, I'm going to be honest with you. I know it's David Mason. It's Mason's son. And I know Frank Woods makes a cameo, and then there's Menendez. But that's still more than 2. So that's still more than 2 characters that I can name from you from a game that's almost 10 years old now. And then we get into the other stuff. Alright? COD Ghosts. Rourke. That's the only guy that I can remember, and he was a good character. The bad guy from COD Ghost was a good character. It was a well-made character, and that's why he's the only one that I can remember. I know the other one was a couple of brothers and a dad, but I can't remember their name, guys. I'm sure I could go look it up and it would come back to me, but I'm doing this ad-lib. I'm not reading a script here. I'm just coming up with it off the cuff, and I can't remember any of those characters. I can remember Rourke because he was a good character. I like Rourke more than I did the good guys. And you know what? We should get a Ghost too, because Rourke, we never know what happened to him. He just kind of drifted off in a river. I would like to have a COD Ghost 2 so we could get some closure on what happened to Rourke. But, good character. But that's really all I can name, guys. Just one good character. Alright, what about after that? Advanced Warfare. And don't say Kevin Spacey. I bet, you know, $5 that nobody could even tell me Kevin Spacey's character's name in Advanced Warfare without looking it up. All you know is it had Kevin Spacey. Do you know the other characters? Nope, and neither do I. You know why? Because it wasn't very good. The campaign actually wasn't bad, but the characters didn't mean anything to me. I didn't care. So I didn't become vested in the story. Yeah, I played the multiplayer and all that, but I'm just talking about wanting to get hyped for the game and everything about the game. I want to learn about the characters in the game, and Advanced Warfare just didn't do it for me. Alright, so what's after Advanced Warfare? Black Ops 3, and then we get Specialists. Now, the Specialists are pretty cool because at least you kind of wanted to learn the backstory, and you remember in Black Ops 3 when they had all those transmissions where you had to unlock them and it showed them talking about their missions and all that? That was pretty cool. That made me vested into the game, and you know what? Black Ops 3 was an amazing game. It really was. The Specialists took the place of, now I can't tell you who was in the campaign. I can't tell you one person who was in the Black Ops 3 campaign. I really can't. I don't care about that because that wasn't the show. The show were the Specialists and multiplayer. So you kind of get where I'm going here. Sometimes it's the campaign that really stands out to us, and we want those characters in the multiplayer. And sometimes we don't care about the campaign, and all we care about are the multiplayer, characters and Specialists. So the Specialists in BO3, I enjoyed that. I wanted to learn about them. I wanted to learn about their backstory because they were good characters and they had good developed stories. And then we get into what? World War II. I can't remember anything World War II, guys. I'm going to be honest. The only thing I remember about World War II being, is that they switched all the swastikas to the German cross because of the, all the stuff going on in the news. But I can't remember any of the characters. I know it had a famous actor, the guy from Transformers, but I can't even remember his name. That should tell you, like, World War II is just a very forgettable game. Now, did the multiplayer get better? Yeah, it did. COD World War II is playable now, but not like Black Ops 2, not like Black Ops 1 or Modern Warfare 2 or Modern Warfare 3. You can't even put that on the same level. Alright, so after World War II, what do we get? Well, we got Black Ops 4, more Specialists. And at that point, we had already learned everything that we needed to know about the Specialists. We already knew about their backstories, pretty much. So it was like, okay, well, we get more of these Specialist guys. And we didn't get a campaign to use them in, so we didn't get any more story. And they were kind of bland at that point. They had run their course. Like, what made them cool in BO3 was kind of watered down for BO4. Now, BO4, I have nothing wrong with this game. Like, I like the game. It's just a lazy game. And then we get into Modern Warfare, and yes, I can name two characters. Price and Ghost. But that's it. And I'm going to tell you, the campaign in Modern Warfare is definitely the highlight of that game. It's worth some money, but it's not worth $60. But if I could go back, I would have just bought the campaign because we all know what everybody feels about the multiplayer. If I could have paid $30 for the campaign and then got Warzone for free, that would have been a sweet deal to me. But yeah, it's a very forgettable game, guys. But not the multiplayer, but the campaign was good. Now we got COD Cold War. We're going back to the Treyarch Big Three, guys. We've got Hudson, we've got Mason, and we've got Frank Woods, who's probably my favorite character in Call of Duty history. So think about what we're getting, guys. We already know their backstory. We know what happened in Black Ops 1. We didn't get closure with that. But now we're about to. We're about to find out what happened to these guys. And now we know what happens in BO2, but man, I'll tell you, I've been waiting for this so long. I want to know what happened to Woods and Mason and Hudson in the 1970s and 1980s. It's going to be good, guys. The game is shaping up. It's going to have amazing characters. It's going to have an amazing story. And I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Reznov in COD Cold War. I'm just saying, we never saw him die in that train. Yeah, the rumor is that he died, but you know what? I never saw him die, so I wouldn't be surprised if old Reznov makes a little comeback because Mason's still alive and he's still got those numbers inside of him, guys. I'm just saying. So leave a comment. Who's your favorite Call of Duty character of all time. And which series do you think had the best trio? Do you think it was Modern Warfare, or do you think it's Treyarch? For me, the big three will be Treyarch, Hudson, Mason, Frank Woods. You can't go wrong with that. Treyarch's going to knock it out of the park. I can't wait to see the story. I can't wait to play the campaign. It's going to be good, guys. Just wait. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Like I said, if you like the content, go subscribe to the channel. Thunder, thanks again. I'll catch you guys later.